and we'll be talking about the topics that made headlines this year: fuel subsidy, PHCN tariff, APC, PDP, ADC, LP, and other parties, and tax reform. And to talk about all this with me tonight is Bishop Olufunsho Awe. Bishop, you're welcome to Let's Talk Politics.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're a compliment of the season.
Same to you, my Bishop. How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay. You heard what I read out. I read out some things about Nigeria in this year that is elapsing in the next few hours. Now let's start with fuel subsidy. In May 2023, as soon as our president was inaugurated, he made a significant announcement concerning removal of fuel subsidy. What has fuel subsidy removal done to Nigeria? Has it been a positive? Has it impacted positively on Nigerians, or the other way around?
Well, fuel subsidy came in. When fuel was being subsidized, I think we as the Nigerians, we are experiencing some sort of relief. And that's what the word subsidy, carries. Okay. And so taking the subsidy off it is also removing the reliefs that we used to have when we had the regime of, subsidized fuel. And as soon as the subsidy got removed, the price of everything at all that we lay our hands on just ballooned. Yeah. And everything went up. The inflationary rate went up. Cost of transportation went up. The only thing that did not go up is the income. We still have the basic income we have, but apart from that, every other thing went up. And so we have a case of everybody, not feeling that comfortable, just barely trying to survive. So that's just the effect of the subsidy.
Okay, for you, has it impacted us positively or negatively?
Well, if you look at the condition of the general public, it has impacted us negatively in that aspect. What government is saying is the fact that with the fuel subsidy removal, they will be able to save some money, and that money they will inject it back into the economy by improving on the infrastructures. But basically, the main infrastructure that Nigerians expect is, let me use Fayoshe's word, stomach infrastructure. Once your stomach is affected, you look around you, and what do we call those infrastructural development? Road network that will improve transport, maybe electricity across the board, but we hardly find relief in those areas, because even for electricity, the tariff went up. Some of us are placed on band A, and to run the basic electricity in your house now, you run it through your nose. Things are not too comfortable for anybody at all. And I'm sure even the government himself, from their statement, has already told us that it's not going to be comfortable. And so I presume and I know that they know that we are not comfortable.
Okay, now you mentioned electricity tariff. The high electricity tariff in Nigeria has, affected many of us negatively, especially business owners, even homes. Because, for instance, before now, electricity, somebody that used to pay 66 naira per kilowatt is now paying 225 naira per kilowatts if you're in band A. And most times, we don't have these lights. Now, like the government said, they said the removal will aim at helping small businesses, saving money for Nigeria and all that. The money they are saving, they said they will inject it into the economy. Hospital, health sector, education, and all that. But we've not seen any positive growth in all these sectors. What do you think Nigerians should do concerning this? Because by tomorrow, there's going to be a new sheriff in town concerning tax reforms. By tomorrow, whatever, you have to explain that to us so that the layman can understand what they mean by those tax reforms that they are going to start by in the next few hours. So what do you think Nigerians can do concerning this high electricity tariff, especially those in band A? And what is it about this band A, band B, band C, can you just...
Well, basically, there's nothing we can do. All you have to do is improve your own personal economy.
How do you improve your...
what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do?
The only thing I will tell you is that it looks like we are being shortchanged by the various electricity board, IKBC, BDIC, all those boards. Because one, if you said you're going to be giving me light for 22 hours,
yes,
and that's why I have to pay higher, and I'm basically not getting the 22 hours, I'm getting less and less, and so it is like what we call obtaining under false pretense, popularly known by Nigerians as 419.
OBT.
So it's obtaining under false pretense. And but because I still have to run my generator and run it the same way I've been running it before, I'm running it now with high fuel, price. But basically, if we look at everything, I think the removal of subsidy came in over 2 years ago. And but this year, if it is this year we are reviewing, and we seems to have stabilized at a point, because it was after that removal that Dangote refinery came on board, and with that, at least we are not also now having fuel scarcity. So the fuel is not scarce anymore. The fuel is there, and the price sort of stabilized. At times it goes down, rises a little bit up, but we have some form of stability. And like everybody will say now, the economy generally is stabilized. Even the exchange rate, though it went up after the rejigging by the government, but at least it stabilizes on that. And I think even the prices of goods have started coming down. Okay. At least I know last year we must have bought rice for about 100,000 plus, but this year it has come to about 50,000, and in some instances less. So I think the economy is stabilizing, and so we have great hope for 2026.
We have great hope for 2026. So there's nothing Nigerians can do to make the government calm down a little bit on these bills. Or Nigerians, are we just yes men?
What are
is it everything the government said that we'll say yes to? What
are we going to do? We can only keep talking the way we are talking now, advising and making our own contribution. To by mouthing what we have in mind in government. But it will be insane for anybody to go gather somewhere and saying we are setting up a protest. It will not help.
Okay, let's talk about the tax reforms. By tomorrow, in less than 24 hours now, we will have a new tax reform operational in Nigeria. Now, the president has insisted that the full implementation of this new tax law will commence tomorrow as scheduled. Even when a senator I think a senator, a House of Reps member said what was passed into law wasn't what was sent to the reps to look into. And a lot of people have been calling on the government to, suspend that for now until the corrections are made. But yet, the government is adamant. So what do you think Nigerians can do? I'm asking this because, Nigerians, that's the way we be. It's like they've known us as, we'll just make gra. Some more time, everything will pipe low. Do you think that is okay?
In the first place, I must confess to you that there are quite a lot of things I don't understand about the new tax regime. Okay. A lot of experts on taxation have made statements on it. Okay. Some of us will sit down and listen to what they are saying. Yeah. But I don't really get a line on exactly what the new tax regime will be like. That confession I must make to you. But even talking about that, the old tax regime, how many people do understand it? The only thing is that you know when you are being taxed, you know when you are not being taxed. And even as at that, I think the government also have some people they are specifically targeting for taxation. Okay. Because taxation, as I know in Nigeria, is an issue that we have treated with a lot of levity. Nigerians generally are not known for paying tax. Yeah. In fact, if you look at the percentage of the population that pay taxes, they are very, very few. Even the people who have higher income, who are supposed to pay tax, they don't pay.
They don't pay.
Most especially people who are in the informal sector. By the informal sector, I mean a typical trader in Alaba, a typical trader in Oshodi, a typical trader in Idumota. How much are they paying? Or the ones in my 12th market? Those are the informal sector. Those informal sector, there's no way you can, the government have been able to lay hold on them to pay tax. The only thing is that maybe they pay for the stall they have, they tier ticket for them, using the language of the common man. But for them to know, okay, this is the specific income, because they don't even have accounts.
Yeah.
And they make money. Those are the ones that makes the real money. And what government is saying now that we're going to go back to their income, at least when the money comes in, they bank it.
How would they bank it?
No, they have been banking it. They operate through bank. So let's look at how much accrue to their account and now be able to tax based on that. And I was wondering why that will not even now affect the success we have made in people being able to use the bank for their transaction. Maybe people might now go back to carrying physical cash.
Of course.
And keeping the money in their...
Polo.
Yes, or putting the money somewhere because they don't want to put it in their bank.
Yeah.
Because once they put the money in the bank, we know how much they have. I don't know. I've always said it. I said it in recent interview I had with Sunday Independence, that last Sunday, that it is better for us to wait and let the tax regime commence. That's when we will actually know
what's up,
what is going to happen. And that is when we can know this how it affects us, and then we can react to that. But as at now, you can't react to what you do not even understand. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a fact of the more you look, the less you see.
Okay, having said that, let's invite our callers to be a part of this discussion. You can call us on 080-3327-4416 to be a part of this discussion. We're talking about 2025 in retrospect. Both the ones we remember and the ones we don't remember. You can ask us questions on anything. You can, make your comments so that we can just chit-chat into the new year. Then let's talk about security in Nigeria. Now, over time, we've been hearing about kidnapping of students, families, headers and farmers clash, and so on and so forth. But we did not hear any major thing until recently that we heard that our soldiers are now active for one reason or the other. Do you think our security agencies are doing very well when it comes to security in Nigeria?
The problem of security, let me use the word, the problem of security. Is the problem of insecurity in Nigeria. I've said it, even in a program here on Mitv, I think those days with Tosin.
Okay.
The problem we have is the whole thing is politicized. There's some political undertone because especially in the East, and most especially in the northern part of Nigeria. Some people created this situation, to benefit themselves politically. And that is why when present government or the security agencies are trying to come in, it's like they are, something is holding them back. Because there are people, and these are powerful forces, who created this situation for their own political benefit. These people, we call them bandits. America, we always describe them all as terrorists. At times you use the word insurgents, religious fanaticism. All these things are created by people politically. Like I said, even if you join the situation of insecurity in the eastern part of the country, it is people who deliberately created it for their own benefit. Like somebody will tell you now, go to Imo. Oh, my people there will say, oh, the governor is behind it. In Anambra, they say, oh, this, you can name names of the people who are behind it. And it is like that. Now names are coming out also in the north that these are people who are sponsoring all this issue. And so the people who are in government, a lot of them are their hands are tied, because they also want political benefit. So they are looking on to those people, to benefit them politically, and so they cannot face this issue. And we have a lot of these people, even as part of the security agencies. And that is why when they tend to say, we are moving here, somebody is informing those people that they are about to move. And that's why a lot of them are being killed. A lot of our soldiers are slaughtered because ambushed, because information gets to them, gets to the bandits.
Through who?
People who are in the force.
Okay, so what role do you think communities can do to help in addressing this insecurity? Because it's a community thing.
Community are doing their best, and that's why a lot of people are posting now that, we need what we call the state police.
Okay.
By state police, we mean people who already knows the situation around. There was a story that goes on that some people were kidnapped somewhere in Katsina, and the community also kidnap the people who are families of those people.
I don't understand.
No. Some people were kidnapped by bandits.
Okay.
That particular community also went to kidnap the relatives of the bandits.
That means they know the bandits.
They know them. They now negotiated and said, okay, release our own people, we release your own people.
That is insane.
But that's where we find ourselves. But the thing now is, it has gotten to a stage now where the international community, especially the United States of America, say, okay, this is genocide. Because they are targeting a particular religious group.
Yeah. Although
the government will say that every other religious group is involved. During this period of Christmas, a mosque was actually bombed by a suicide bomber somewhere in Borno State. And so we say, okay, but no matter what, when America came in now and said, look, we are not going to just wait and allow terrorists a free roam about the place. And the thing seems to have worsened towards this last quarter of the year. And so the government itself had to change the security chiefs.
Yeah.
And it affected even the Minister of Defense, replacing the Minister of Defense with the former Chief of Defense Staff. And because they are now cooperating with the United States Army, who also was able to send a Tomahawk.
Let's take this call. Good evening. Okay, we lost that call.
Who tend to have sent a missile to a particular point in Sokoto State. Right now, I think they are really routing out the bandits in the north.
How do you mean they are doing what?
They are routing them out. They are really clamping down on them.
Clamping down on them.
And we are seeing it.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So is it the federal government now, or the state government, or the local government?
It's actually the internal security is the system is a federal thing, not a state thing.
Yeah.
That's why people are clamoring now that let the state. At times you just call the state governor the chief security officer. It's not securing anything. Even the state commissioner of police at times will not take order from it.
But don't you think it's the local government that is closer to the people, that knows where all these people are? Yeah.
We have advocated that we need to change the structure of our security network. Like, for example, now it goes back to the United States of America. Every community has the head of the local police called the sheriff.
Yeah.
And the county police, then you have the state police, LAPD, and all the rest. And then you have, before you now have the FBI and all those federal things. And all those federal things, we have to walk through the state network, because the state network is closer to the people. I think it's part of the thing I'm expecting that this government will really face in the coming year. I am very positive that the present president is interested in state policing.
Okay. Let's take a short break and we'll come back and the program continues. Stay tuned. You're welcome back. We are going to be talking about political parties now. Nigeria has been accused of sliding into a one-party state, with All Progressive Congress (APC) dominating the political landscape. Critics argue that this could lead to, number one, lack of accountability; two, limited freedom of expression; three, stifled innovation, and so on and so forth. What do you think about this? Do you think we are doing that already?
I will first of all tell you that we don't have a one-party system in Nigeria. For us to have a one-party system, we have to clamp down on all the other political parties. And nobody has clamped down on all the other political parties. They have their internal problems.
Yeah.
And at times I blame them for their own internal problems. Because
don't you think it's the ruling party that is fueling the internal problems?
No. Why I blame that? Because political parties in Nigeria have never been about ideologies. The political parties in Nigeria have always been about a platform for contesting election. And that is why every party is made up of strange bedfellows who at times cannot get their hearts together because they are not united by an ideology. And said, okay, like for example now, in UK, you know this is the Conservative Party, you know this is the Labour Party. You already know that in America, you know this is the Republican, this is the Democrat. In fact, when they are coming in, a typical Democrat in America can never, because of what he believes and what his party stands for, go to the Republican. In fact, the Americans themselves generally know that this is what will become of the country if the Republicans are in power. This is what will become of the country when the Democrats are in power. But in Nigeria, do we actually have a political party? It's just,
How do you mean?
It's just an organization. It's an organization. Wait, it's an organization that people use for contesting election. It's different from what we have. Those days when you have the UPN, the MPN, the PRP,
MPP.
You already knows what this party believe in. UPN with their 5 cardinal program, free education at all levels. MPN did not promise you that. But in this case, okay, now you have APC. What is APC? APC is a combination, when they were bringing Buhari in, of several parties. And they bring in from PDP also. They call themselves then the new PDP. They came in, all of them. They form APC. So all of them are strange bedfellows. Now, there is gathering. So you cannot say that PDP is inside APC, APC is inside PDP. Now they are coming in and saying, okay, some of us in PDP and Labour, let us take over ADC.
Yeah.
So these are all political strange bedfellows. And so all of them are trying to win election. So what we have now is not trying to migrate to a one-party system. It is a party that is dominant and said, okay, look. That's why people feel very, very, and the system does not stop you from decamping. Even though you are voted in by a particular political party. Now a whole state, Delta, all of them, the governor, the House of Assembly, the chairman of local government, up to councillors, all of them decamp to APC.
And what do you think is the cause?
So are they? It's because they want to win election, and they feel, you know, if I have to use the federal might, I feel very comfortable.
But
in that party, in the ruling party.
Let me ask you, does this really work in Nigeria, whereby if you belong to the federal might, or if your party is, at the federal, you can win election maybe at the state or local government level.
It might make it easier for you, but it does not mean. It doesn't mean.
So you are indirectly.
We have seen parties. We have seen individuals that contest on a party.
So you are indirectly telling us that our INEC is not independent. That is what you're just saying.
I'm not saying that.
That's what you just said indirectly.
When I said you can use the federal might, it does not mean the INEC.
Okay, so how does the federal might make one win election if our INEC is independent?
Oh, even when the INEC is independent,
yes,
the election basically entails a lot of heavy financing. It also entails a lot of influencing.
I agree.
And so the influence is what you want to. Like, for example, now you said I am in a particular political party. And I'm saying, okay, I am the governor of a state. I'm the governor of, for example, now Delta. I am in PDP or I'm in Labour.
Yeah.
But now, let me say, if I go APC, in the first place, the opposition that they will sponsor against me will no longer be there. Like, for example, now, APC will have a very strong opposition, a candidate fighting the PDP candidate. Now that I am the PDP candidate who is the governor and I've gone to APC, APC will not give me they are not bringing in any candidate, and I'm looking at the fact that the party I come from, the PDP, has so much internal crisis that in fact right now they cannot even sponsor a candidate. That's why the PDP candidate, who is the present governor of Osun, because if there's nobody who will sign his form in PDP, PDP is factionalized, so he has to cross over to another party. So those influences are there. It's not politics is about you strategizing and looking at what you want for both sides.
Okay, going forward, what do you think Nigerians should do or can do to make our political parties formidable and have structural ideas, not, I want to win an election?
It will be very difficult in Nigeria as
Why?
now.
Why will it be difficult?
Until the people themselves, because people who join politics, who became partisan and join politics, are few. What they can do is when all of us decide that, okay, we are taking a stand. Okay, for example, now, if people said, oh, we are tired of APC, and all of them said, okay, let majority of us join the opposition party. Let's pick a party. If it is Labour, we have picked Labour. If it is the state PDP that is dying now that we join, we can. Politics is still a game of number. But a lot of us just talk.
Talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap, but we are not part of this process. Like, for example, now we ask you, are you a card-carrying member of any party?
No, I am not.
Just like majority of the people, the people who are members of the party in Nigeria are less than 5-10%.
Okay, so what do you think the states can do to help maintain how do you think what do you think the states can do to make sure that people don't run from one party to the other? What I mean is, you've mentioned maybe I was elected in PDP for a particular seat. Hang on. I was elected in PDP for a particular seat, and getting to my destination, I decided to decamp to APC. Is there any law or is there any provision that can stop a candidate from decamping
The,
to another
the law,
party?
the law is there,
What is
but
the
the law is weak.
Okay, what is it about? What
Because
is the law?
when you actually vote
Yes.
in Nigeria, you
Yes.
are not voting for an individual.
You're voting a party.
You are voting for the party, because the ballot box, the ballot paper we use, which you are going to use in voting, does not carry the name of a candidate.
It's party.
It carries the name of the party.
So is there
So
any
if
law?
I vote
Yeah.
PDP
Yes.
for governor, it should remain PDP. If he decides to decamp, he should lose his seat.
Okay, now.
And the law is there. But the law also now have a caveat that says he will not be able to decamp if the party is not fractionalized. But once that party is fractionalized,
You can.
you can choose to leave the party.
And if it is not?
Which
Can
party is not fractionalized in Nigeria?
So
even the APC as it is today is
so
fractionalized.
is there anything aside that law? Is there even with the law?
No, we have to we have to remove the caveat.
The caveat.
And let the law
Be straight.
very straightforward that
Yes.
you cannot move. If you move from the party that
You lose your seat.
you lose your seat.
lose your seat.
That law, but who makes the law? Let me tell you something. It's the case of a story, very popular story. All the rats are having problem with the cat. And they have a meeting. How do we solve this problem with the cat? And somebody came with a beautiful idea. He said, let's put a bell on the neck of the cat. It will stop the cat from killing us, because once it stands up and start coming,
To start ringing.
the bell will start ringing, and we know the cat is coming. We will run away, and they were all rejoicing. Now, one brilliant chap among them said, they are rejoicing because they thought they have found a solution. And one brilliant one said among them, he said, look, good. Who among us will go and put the bell on the cat? Who will bell the cat? That's where that
Who will bear the cat
comes from. Who will bell the cat? Who will bell? So the people who are presently constituted in the National Assembly that makes the law are the ones that are the chief culprit in decamping from one party to the other. So they will not come in and tell us that, no, we are going to now make a law.
So are you saying Nigerians are in trouble?
At times, until we decide to vote the right people.
Who are the right people?
So there is no Nigerian that is righteous.
I'm asking you.
No.
You said
until all of you, until all of us will say that people who are representing us from each of our community are people that we all have agreed and we have find them righteous to represent us. But if we all continue to take money from people before we vote them in, then whatever, we have sold our destiny. And so whatever they do, we have to take it.
Whatever they do.
So what we need is really a sort of reorientation so that our values will change and the way we do things, even as Nigerians, will change. That's what we can do. But if we continue to do, because any issue that in this world is garbage in, garbage out, is what the input will determine your output. Until we change the way we do things, we just have to grapple with everything we have. Whatever we have to be satisfied with it.
Okay. I don't know. We are entering 2026 in the next maybe in less than 5 hours. In less than 5 hours we'll be entering 2026.
You are saying 5 hours. It's less, well,
Yeah, I
less.
said less than 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, and in 2026, a lot will start happening politically in Nigeria. What do you have to tell our people about politics in Nigeria?
2026
Yes.
is actually a political year. Take it or leave it. It's not even a year for governance.
Okay.
Right from January till the end of the year, we're going to be doing politicking. Because, in fact, by the third quarter of the year, we have already known all the candidates. And among the candidates, you already know that this one will win and this one will lose. So by the end of this quarter, you're already getting to know who is becoming your president in 2027. And as far as a lot of us are concerned, with the present situation of the political parties, the election is already more or less a done deal. But in politics, anything can happen.
Never say never.
Anything can happen. I learned that yesterday, Obi has finally decided to join ADC with some of his people in the eastern part of the country. How they will now be able to mobilize the easterners to join them the way he mobilized the people to labor the other time, I don't know. And again, who among them, is it him or Atiku that will run? Nobody knows. But PDP seems to have been a party that everybody has jumped and leaving the ship. It seems to be like a sinking ship. I don't know whether anybody can rescue the party. But we are looking forward to the fact that, okay, maybe they will rescue the rescuable in the party.
Let's take this call. Good evening. This is Let's Talk Politics.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir?
I'm calling from Edo.
You're what? You're who?
Mr. Frank, I'm calling from Edo State.
Okay, Mr. Frank from Edo. Good evening.
Yes.
Okay, so we've discussed so many things. Which one are you talking about?
Hello?
Yeah, can you reduce the volume of your TV set so that we can communicate effectively?
Okay.
Okay, so what do you have to say? Well, we lost the caller. Okay, so
Like I was saying,
yeah,
2026 is going to be a political year.
yeah.
But what will become of it, we already have some glimpse. There will also be an election for Ekiti governorship.
Okay.
In that year. It will be a sort of a preview of what we are looking forward to in the national
As a
election.
test.
As a test, especially for Amokuton, who is the
Yeah.
current INEC chairman. But I will say this, at times I have become so positive on it that before, we can gather into opposition and fight the government in power, that they are not doing well. But I'm beginning to have another idea.
Which is?
So you will not be able to even believe it if I join the ruling party, even myself. Because there ought to also be an opposition within the party.
You want
Because if you cannot,
PDP.
no, it's not. When I say opposition within the party,
Yeah.
it's not negative opposition the way we have in PDP now.
Okay, so how do you mean?
You need to have people also in a party that says, oh, we could do this thing better this way. That's offering an advice. It's not actually
That's not opposition.
No, it's not actually saying, you must not always put pull people down.
Yeah.
We tend to have this thing we call PhD in Nigeria. Pull him down.
Yeah. No.
Because you want to pull him down so that you can be there.
Yeah.
There are so many opportunities in a particular thing. The thing is that, what about the people? The government, the president alone is not the one that is, running government. He has appointees here and there.
Right.
What are they doing? So if you yourself decide to pick up an appointment and do it as an example that people will see you, we've seen people perform very well, even when a government, it was a case of when Dora Akuyili was given NAFDAC.
Yeah.
She did brilliantly very well.
Yeah.
So even if we are all going to be together in that APC, we'll go there, and whatever you are given to do it in such a way that people will come in and say, oh, there is somebody within this. And to whom much is given, to whom something is given, much more is expected.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wish we can go on and on and on and on. Okay, finally, a lot of people have not registered. A lot of people have turned 18 in the last 1 year, and they need to register. What do you need to tell them, and our parties also?
Well, the portal for registration will soon open.
Okay.
Let us register. Even the APC, as a party now says they are opening a portal for new people to join as member of the party. Like I said the other time, let's all also belong to a political party, apart from being a voter. And in that case, we can begin to tune and change the ideology of the party.
Wow. Thank you so very much, Bishop Olufunsho Awe. 2026 is going to be a beautiful year for Nigerians, and we also have a lot to do to become better in Nigeria. We've gone through so many things in this year that is rounding off in the next few hours, and we are asking that our government should be our government, and the people should be our people, and let us do the right thing. When I do the right thing and you do the right thing, the next person does the right thing, Nigeria will be better for it. What you think the government is not doing, you start it within you. The little place that you have is your territory. Let's see how positively you can affect your environment before we get to the next person. And I believe when everybody does one good thing, the country will be better for it. We look forward to doing better in 2026. I think everybody that has been part of Let's Talk Politics in this last month, I thank Mitv management. I thank my chairman, Alhaji Murio Kola. Father, I thank you for him, and I pray that 2026 will bring beautiful things for him and his family. Heal him wherever he is not feeling okay. Bless his businesses. Bless MITV. I also thank our GM television, Mr. O. Mayoga. I doff my cap for you, sir, and I wish you well in the next coming year. I also wish my colleagues here in MITV, the editors, the newsmen, the cameramen, the proofreaders, the technicians, I wish all of you well, and I pray that in 2026, we are going to do better, and MITV will go higher, higher, and higher. And my callers, sorry, I think network is somehow tonight. Everybody that has called in one time or the other on this show, God bless you all, and I wish you all a happy New Year in advance. My family, my children, my parents, my siblings, my relatives, and everybody that has made it possible, my friends, my boss, Engineer K in their color, I doff my cap for you. Thank you very much, sir, for all you do. And everybody that prayed for me and has been part of my program in one way or the other, I thank you very much, and I say may good Lord bless you. And everybody that is on Let's Talk Politics, God bless you. My clique, God bless you. My girls, Owerri girls, and every other person that is behind me, I thank you all. My mother, Lady Etel Ojugo John Ibe, may the good Lord bless you. My father, Pa John Ibe, God bless you. And I wish all of you a happy New Year. Let's do better next year. And to my guest in the studio, Bishop Olufun Shawe, thank you very much, sir, for coming. We'll do better next year, and you're going to be coming here more and more, so that because you have a lot to offer us. Thank you for always honoring our call. God bless you, and have a beautiful 2026.
I wish you the same. It will be a good year.
Yeah.
In the mighty name of Jesus.
Amen.
The Lord will do very well for each and every one of us.
Amen.
As Nigerians, we will have the opportunity at the end of the year to say, God, we thank you.
Yes.
It will be our portion.
Amen.
So shall it be in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you so much. That's all we have for tonight. Let's do this again next week, next year. God bless you, and have a beautiful evening. Good night. Here's a child for someone today.